On the 18th of February 2023, I made a series of very poor choices that landed me in court for assault. Now, this court case was not short by any means. It went on for a year and a half. So in this year and a half, I wasn't able to speak to my mates who were involved in the court case, which happened to be my only mates. So the only people I could really speak to were my family and, pretty much anyone else who wasn't those mates. But I consider myself to be an introvert. I consider myself to be someone, I just don't like speaking to people. And once I found all this self-improvement culture stuff, I stopped doing the drugs, I stopped drinking, I fell into the self-improvement trap, which for someone who considers themselves an introvert is the worst thing you can fucking do. So instead of going out and approaching people and getting better with my social skills, I was like, like this Sigma male mindset, like, I don't need anyone, fucking grind, like, don't fucking hang around people, like, just isolate yourself and fucking grind, bro, like, and I'm sure you can imagine what that did for my mindset. It made me fucking soft, because instead of facing my fears, I adapted them as a part of my personality. I was like, oh, nah, bro, I'm on monk mode. Like, no, you're not. You're a fucking pussy and you don't want to talk to people. Now, it didn't take me very long to actually work out that I wasn't an introvert and I was just a pussy. But even once I sort of figured that out, I just kept telling myself, like, oh, nah, bro, I'm on monk mode. Like, oh, grind time. Grind don't stop, boy. And it's like, you got to fucking stop with this shit, because it's only until recently that I've actually faced this issue, right? I don't go out into public super often and like seek out cold approaches and that sort of thing. But like when I'm at the gym, I'll make sure I talk to as many people as possible so I'm not some fucking socially awkward cunt. But I'd say where I really sort of flipped a switch was this last Friday. So I attended the Goggins event and it just opened my mind to everything. It wasn't just Goggins that spoke. There were a lot of other people, really good mindset coaches. There was even a billionaire there, JT Fox, Aaron Sansoni, Samantha Gash, all these like really good entrepreneurs, athletes. And so after that, my mate and I were doing like the vlog, it's on my channel right now, and we were just going around cold approaching girls, like straight up going up to girls and saying like, hey, I just thought you were really beautiful, like what's your name? And then like shake their hand, just have like a whole interaction. And I did about 11, 12, and my mate did about 20 odd. And in doing this, I realized all this time, what I thought has been correct. I'm not an introvert, I'm just a fucking pussy. Because prior to doing this, I was afraid. I was scared of actually going up. No Snapchat, no Tinder, no fucking Instagram bullshit DM. It's a cold approach. You walk up to them in person and look them in the fucking eye and say what you want to say. There's a chance you're going to get rejected, which both of us did. We got rejected a few times. But after like the first 2, 3, you get used to it and you've overcome this anxiety already. But what's going to happen is if I don't keep on doing this on a regular basis, that's going to diminish, and the next time I have to do it, it is going to be scary. But the more you can do it, the more you train this muscle, it's going to grow. It's like when you're in the gym, you train it, it grows. If you're someone who thinks they're an introvert, you're the fucking weird kid that sits at the back of the class drawing pictures and doesn't talk to anyone. Stop being a weird cunt, get out of your comfort zone and start talking to more people. Not just girls, more people in general. Because I already know you're a fucking pussy and you don't. Compliment girls, start conversations with guys, just try and make friends. The worst they can say is no. You're always going to get a no. Bro, even in the past when I've spoken to girls, like I'll speak to them over Snapchat. I always used to hit girls up over Snapchat because I was too much of a pussy to actually go out in public and find a half decent girl, which you won't find on Snapchat. So I used to hit girls up over Snapchat. And then if I managed to invite them around to my house and they come over, I was always so fucking awkward, bro. Like, just wouldn't know what to say, and I would talk to them, but it'd be really fucking awkward conversation. Just for the first couple times, because I had no fucking clue what I was doing, and I'd pedestalize them from watching porn and, not talking to enough of them. I don't really reply to my DMs, especially now because I'm off Instagram, but I've gone through some of them, and there's so many guys telling me like, oh man, I just struggle to talk to girls. I'm really like introverted. I get picked on at school. And I say, do you watch porn? Do you jerk off? How many girls have you approached this week? And it's like, yeah, they do watch porn. Yeah, they jerk off, and they haven't approached any girls this week. So it's like are you dumb? Like, do you have a fucking brain in your head? Can you see how 2 and 2 equals 4? Like, obviously, if those are all the things you're doing, bro, how do you expect to get better at talking to girls? How do you get better at riding a bike? How do you get better at driving a car? by fucking doing it. So you want to come to me and be like, oh bro, I suck at talking. Like my talking skills are so bad. Talk more. Or you want to come to me, oh man, I'm having a hard time quitting porn. Have more times that you don't watch porn when you want to, and you're going to train that muscle of not being a fucking porn addict. You can say you're a porn addict, but then not watch porn, and therefore you're not. You can say you're scared of girls, and then talk to girls anyway, and therefore you're not. You can say you're impatient, but then when it comes time to be patient, you are patient, therefore you are patient. I hope this is making sense, but it's like, it's so fucking simple. Just do. Just do, and do. When you see a girl who you're super fucking intimidated to talk to, that means you should talk to her, bro. Because I promise you, by the time you get to 80 years old, she's either going to remember it and be your wife, or she's not going to remember it. She's probably going to be dead. And you're not going to regret talking to more people and becoming more confident. So to conclude, if you're someone who thinks they are an introvert, start fucking talking to more people, and I promise you it's not that at all. It's just you're a pussy, right? And if you actually want to start improving every aspect of your life, click the top link in the description. That's going to take you to my school community where there's calls with me every single week. Stay grinding, bro.